Today I'm camping on England's third highest mountain, Helvellyn, the highest I've ever camped. With winds forecast to be around 30 miles per hour, it promised to be an interesting night. Aside from winds, I'd have to complete over 12 miles and 3,000 feet of climbing, making it one of my toughest wild camps yet. It wouldn't be plain sailing. Along the way, I would encounter several challenges. As a reward for my hard work, I was treated to some of the most beautiful scenery I've ever experienced in the Lake District. But before I even got going, I had a problem. Look at that, just great, low tyre pressure. I had it repaired the other day and the guy did say it might not hold, but not exactly ideal when I'm so far from home in the middle of nowhere, so hopefully I don't come back to a flat tyre tomorrow because that will not be good. But at least I'll have some pretty incredible views to look at while I wait to be recovered. Look at that. It's been pretty cloudy most of the morning, but it's just started to break up and it looks absolutely beautiful. You can see the high points of some of the mountains just starting to come out of the cloud up there. The next 4 miles would take me through a forest along the side of Helvellyn. I then had a decision to make. Turn left up to Nethermost Pike, or continue a little further and climb up to Dollywagon Pike via Grisdale Tarn. If I could even open this gate. I'm going to try the other one. What am I doing wrong? Oh, there we go. Oh, that was more of a struggle than it should have been. Today though, I'm wearing something new, a new item that I got for Christmas by OEX. It's just a merino wool base layer. It's long sleeved. If you're sweating, it wicks away the sweat. It also keeps you cold when you're warm, so I'll see how that goes. Look at that. Absolutely blinding is that sun. Gonna have to get my fleece off, honestly. Over the past week, it's been like freezing in the middle of the day and like well into the minuses overnight. Now it's 8 degrees, it feels unbelievably hot. It's like summer almost. What a pleasant walk it is along here. Helvellyn is just such a nice reservoir. If I go all the way along to Grisdale Tarn, I've probably got about 4.5 miles along here. My calves are a bit stiff from yesterday as well because I went for a 10k and I ended up setting my PB. It was like just under 48 minutes. So calves are a little bit stiff from that. I'm sure once I get going uphill, they will be absolutely on fire, but it's all part of the fun, isn't it? Someone asked in the comments in one of my last camping videos, how heavy is my rucksack when I go on a wild camp? Obviously I'm packed for colder conditions because it might get down to around 1 or 2 degrees up on the tops tonight. And it wasn't the most advanced weighing technique. I literally got like weighing scales, as in like the ones you'd stand on to weigh yourself, and kind of tried to balance it on there, but it didn't fully fit. But it was showing about 15 kilogram. Now I probably added like 1.5 kilogram of water, and then like I added like a tiny bit of extra food on top of that. So you're looking at maybe like 16, 17 kilogram. It probably could be done a lot lighter. Look at them views behind of Helvellyn. It's just beautiful, isn't it? But I always wonder, and if anyone does live in the Lake District or very, very close to it, then let me know because I'm always curious. Obviously I come up here a fair bit, but like if you live here, do you get bored of it because it's like then your local area? Or is it just that it's so big and there's so many amazing places to explore that it's just as good if you come once a year as if you're here every day? I don't think I would, but then again, if it's here all the time, you might lose appreciation for it a bit. Or maybe that's just what I'm telling myself to cope with the fact that I can't live here because I can't afford it. Look at that, just beautiful. Got Raven Crag right down there, which I did a video on a couple of weeks ago now. And ironically, that video was about wild campers leaving litter. And I remembered on the way up here, just before I got here, actually I've just forgot something. What was it? It was a rubbish bag. Obviously I'm still going to take all my stuff home. I'll just have to get my bag a little bit dirty. This is a steep little hill that I wasn't really expecting. Nice little warm up though, because I'm going to have a very long, very steep hill coming up. That's a nice view looking down over Helvellyn. You can see we've climbed up a bit from it now, but it looks like this path is now going to go right back down again. I hate it when that happens. You climb up just to go right back down and you've not really gained anything. Honestly, it is peaceful walking through here. Not seen anyone in ages. Just got loads of little birds flying about, singing songs. So peaceful.
As I approached the turn into Nethermost Pike, I decided I was going to push on to Grisdale Tarn.
I'm on here for one day, so I might as well put myself in some discomfort.
A detour that would add on 2 or 3 miles and cause a few problems.
There's a lot of water gushing down off the fells today. Obviously all that snow we had literally just like 2 days ago. And someplace up on the tops I think it were way steep. Then it's all melted and it's got to go somewhere, so this is how it gets its way down off the mountain. There you go, my first bit of snow that I've actually seen since I've been here. Best get the micro spikes on already. Honestly, I don't know if I'll end up using the micro spikes. It just depends. Like, it might all be avoidable, might all the snow and ice, but at least I've got them just in case. Better to be safe than sorry. Just reached the end of Helvellyn here. Got a little bit further to go before I take my turning off up to Grisdale Tarn. But like, I could have got the bus along there and it would have been a lot quicker and a lot easier on my legs, but by the time I get here, it's not going to have taken that long. And it's somewhere I've never walked along. I've drove along that road many times, but I've never walked along here, so it's always nice just to explore somewhere new. I don't think I can fit through this gate with my rucksack on, look. It is not happening, I'm going to have to take my rucksack off. Honestly, even taking my rucksack off, it would be like a game of Twister trying to squeeze around the gate. Definitely a bit tight. Look at this for a waterfall though. I guess that's my reward for coming along here instead of turning up before. Absolutely lovely.
But this detour would throw up another issue very shortly.
That really is gushing fast down now, look at that. That is moving at some pace. That's a great waterfall, you can see all the different drops all the way up there. Lovely. You can just see Helm Crag now, or the Lion and the Lamb. That's what I did in last week's video. Look at that, beautiful looking all the way down Helvellyn here. But this is where it goes from a nice pleasant stroll to some pretty serious ascent. Hopefully there's a nice easy way across this river because it's gushing a fair bit and I don't want to have to try and cross it unless there's a bridge really.
But there was no bridge across, so I'd have to find my own way over the river.
It is gushing. You do not want to end up in that. This could be slippy as anything as well. I'm just going to chuck my poles over, then I've committed to it, haven't I? Oh, I thought I was going to go back in there. One slip and you're down and in it, aren't you? Oh, honestly, it was such a small gap to go over, but it felt so big just because of the consequences. It really is gushing down here. Look at that there. Just amazing, isn't it? I think there's going to be a fair old pull up here. It's just before 12:30 now. I had my breakfast at like 7:15, so I'm definitely hungry, but I'm going to make sure I get up to at least Grisdale Tarn before I have my lunch. It's amazing how quickly you get so warm. Like, I've only come up from just down there and I'm absolutely sweltering. You can see here where the sun hasn't been able to get to it. Still a fair bit of snow. Yet again, another patch which has some deep bits of snow. Oh, look at that. Pretty deep, but it ain't too slipping. It's not really steep, so it's not like I'm slipping back down it. Just using my hiking pole seems to be working at the moment. Still no need for the spikes. Whew. Definitely taking it out of me a bit is this climb, but absolutely beautiful views. Look at that, it looks like it's been some sort of avalanche maybe. It's just kind of fallen down. The way it's kind of got this weird texture. It's annoying because it's like that kind of crossover position where it'd be great to have the spikes on now, but I'll literally have to take them off in a second. But have a look how deep this is here. All the way up to there, that is fairly deep. So I'm just going to take it nice and steady up here. Really watch my footing. This waterfall is just absolutely beautiful. It is in full force today as well. And the amount of white water that's just rushing down there, it just looks amazing, doesn't it? This bit here just looks precarious, doesn't it? Wet rock and a little bit of a drop down there. You definitely get pretty badly injured. I think maybe going on this side might be the best option. I could probably leap across, but then I risk losing my balance, so I'm going to find some steady footing here and just do it nice and steady. Look at that. Wow, that is beautiful. Absolutely amazing. That looks so weird because like there's just so much little white bits, then you can see the black rock underneath it. It just looks so strange. Definitely made it a decent bit of the way up, but I still think I'm probably only about halfway to the tarn. Look at that. What a lovely fall. And that's just one of like so many falls that are coming all the way down this hillside. Literally toppling all the way down, just amazing. So it's nearly 1 o'clock now. I'm absolutely starving, definitely drained now, and I'm ready for a load to eat. I'm glad I came up this way because it is just beautiful. This waterfall, look at that, absolutely incredible. I'm literally dripping with sweat. I've not really stopped other than when I've stopped to film stuff, and I am just absolutely knackered. Right, so that's lunch stop's done. I didn't really sit around for that long because it was getting a bit chilly, but it is absolutely soaking around here. So boggy. I don't really want to get wet feet. This is going to be a fair old slog up here. Honestly, it looks just so steep. I've done probably about 2 meters elevation since my lunch. Already I've just been slowed down to a snail pace. I think it's more like a mental battle with stuff like this. Just because you look at it and you're just like, that is just ridiculous. But if you just slowly work up, by the time you get up there, you'll turn around and go, actually that wasn't that bad. So I just need to have that mental attitude at the bottom. This is absolutely brutal. My calves are hurting so much, like that's so stiff. I did say at the start of that 10-kilometre run I did yesterday, might come back to bite me, my calves. And it definitely has. I'm just like half in the cloud, half not in the cloud. It's definitely as tough as it looks. Still got ages to go. It's amazing as the cloud, how it's just blowing over here and it keeps getting like really covered, and then you just get this light mist almost. You can literally see it rolling down the hill, and the way it's clung onto that mountain over there, you can just see the peak popping out. Absolutely amazing, really is. I should probably get to the top because I might just be able to get a cloud inversion. If that one's not quite in the top, Helvellyn's higher than that, so that's going to be my motivation. Let's see how quick I can get up here. This is so draining, but wow, the views, absolutely incredible. I'm trying to rush up there so I can try and see out cloud from the summit, but honestly it's just killing me off. I'm having to stop every 2 minutes. Wow, this is just beautiful. So it's all about, I'm absolutely dying, but views just look amazing, they really do. It's so steep coming up here, and because all the snow's melted onto it, it's made it so slippy because it's just so wet. Honestly, I've been looking for a day like this for so long, where it's just this cloud that's rolling over the hill, a little bit of an inversion, and it just looks amazing. It's definitely not disappointed. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm actually so happy to see this. I am dying, but wow, that is just worth it. I could die a happy man seeing that. Starting to get a little bit less steep now. Honestly, look, it just looks like a cliff off the edge of there. That is unbelievably steep coming up there. If you've ever done it, you'll know how brutal it is. Earlier, when the low tyre pressure came from my car, I was really stressing about it. I'm like, that's just going to ruin my day, knowing that I could be going back to a flat tyre. But now I'm out here, I honestly don't care. I really don't care. It is just so worth it. Wow, look at that. I may be overdoing it a bit with filming it too much and waxing lyrical about it too much, but it's just amazing. It really is. A sea of cloud. It's mad how it's fully clear looking over to Ullswater, and you turn around, it's got that there. Crazy, absolutely crazy. Blowing a bit of a gale up here though. Hopefully it dies down, or hopefully I can find a bit of shelter from it. So there we have it. Dolly wagon, first time completing it. And it's definitely not a bad one, is it? 858 metres I think, so it's fairly high. Nevermost a little bit higher than Helvellyn's the highest one on this walk, and it's the third highest in the Lake District. Wow, 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 wow. That was a killer going up there. I can't stress how bad that was, but made so worth it, really is.
With beautiful views stretching either side of me, I was in my element, maybe in my own world a little too much, as I soon found out when I checked the map.
Honestly, you've got the best of both worlds for me. You've got a lovely clear day looking over this way. You can really appreciate just how high up you are. Absolutely beautiful views. Then you turn around and you've just got beautiful views of a different kind, with that low cloud just hugging onto the hills. It just looks amazing. What an amazing day. So I originally thought this was Nethermost, but it's not. This is called High Crag Nethermost. There's that one over there. Whoever's gone to make that little snowman has obviously been very close to slipping down, so I got a bit lucky with that one. There's Striding Edge. Looks absolutely amazing, doesn't it? I thought there might be a bit more snow on it, but most of it's melted. It's just you have these big patches like this, which is just still pretty deep. I'm glad it's not really deep snow everywhere though, because that's been tiring enough as it is. If there was snow to deal with as well, I'd still be going up to Grisdale Town probably. Definitely is a bit chilly now. I'm not doing any really steep climbing though. My hands are starting to get a bit cold and this wind is pretty brutal. I'm an absolute idiot. I was coming up here, I thought I'll just see on map whereabouts I am. I look and so I've managed to miss a summit. I've managed to miss Nethermost. There's kind of like 3 paths, so I can on the middle one and the summit's like over to the left. It's so annoying because I've never done it. And it doesn't really count, does it, because I haven't been to it. It's definitely going to add a bit of time, but I'm closer now than I'm going to be for a while. So let's go do it. I'll punish myself for my own stupidity. What an idiot. There you go, I've jogged down the hill now. Now I've just got to go back up to Nethermost because I just missed it. Honestly. I need to learn to look at the map a bit more. Sometimes I just get into it and I'm just like, oh yeah, this is really nice, isn't it? I don't look at the map. Next thing you know, I've missed a turning or I've missed the summit. Need to make sure I look at the map more often. Honestly, it didn't take too long. There's a cairn here and a cairn there. I'm not taking any chances now. Tap that one just in case it's that one. But it looks like it might be this one. What a pain in the ass. I've only got myself to blame, haven't I? Right, we're gonna go with this one as the summit for Nethermost. Hopefully it is. There we go. Oh, nearly falling over. Now I've just got to go back up there. Honestly, I was halfway up that hill. At least I haven't got that much to go, have I? Here we go, back up this hill again. And then that's it for the day at least. No more climbing. You can see how much I climbed from this morning, because you can just make out Thirlmere down there. It's a pretty long way down. Nearly up there now. Not bad looking out though. Hopefully get a bit of a sunset too if I'm lucky. Beautiful. Can't remember how tall it is. 3,000 and something. There you go. Lovely. Striding Edge down on right. Squirrel Edge just down here. You can't really see it. Can't see Cam. Looks like a lovely sunny day down in Ullswater. I mean, it's sunny here, but it's a bit warmer down there though. Honestly, I get scared the wind's going to blow the tripod over. Then it'll just go flying down there. I'm not getting that back. I'm going to head somewhere down here and just look for somewhere to pitch. Very, very wet underfoot though here. And it's fairly rocky, so I'll go down a bit and see what I can find. I'll have a quick little walk up to this and just see if it's on top of here, and if not I'll head down there and have a look. Yeah, definitely not getting a tent pitched up here, am I? Not very easily anyway. This isn't a Wainwright, but I think it's called Lower Man. That's what it says in the map at least. But yeah, lovely views, really, really nice. I reckon go down there, see if I can find somewhere just around that area. This merino wool base layer though, it has been really good. Like, you get really sweaty and you feel sweaty, but then like not long after you just don't feel sweaty at all and it just like disappears almost. So it's really good compared to my usual top. When I just wear this red top, for example, the sweat will stay in the fabric for so long, and as soon as you have a little break you can feel the wind and it's blowing the sweat and it makes you absolutely freezing. But I've not really experienced that at all today. So if you haven't got a merino wool base layer, I'd say they're pretty good having. They are a bit expensive, but definitely worth it if you do a fair bit of walking. Right, let's try to find a pitch somewhere on here that's not too rocky, which could be quite difficult because it's so rocky up here, but we'll give it a go. Right, I'm going to try somewhere around here. Honestly, these pegs, they're a pain to get in. I've got the ground sheet down, just need to get the actual tent in now. Like, look how far I'm going to have to hammer it in with a rock. So hopefully they're going not too badly. Getting a bit chilly though now. Sun's nearly sunk beneath the cloud. Looks absolutely amazing though, doesn't it? I just need to peg out my outer and then I'm done. But yeah, not too bad of a sunset. It's pretty hard though probably to see all the cloud over the hills on the camera, just because it's pretty far away, and it's like even a bit difficult in person, but looks really, really nice. And there we go, the sun is gone for the day. There we go, that is a pretty nice evening if you ask me. Absolutely beautiful. Just chilly, definitely chilly. I think it's going to be about 2 degrees, so I shouldn't have much ice on the tent really. It's just going to be a bit cold. But that is my pitch for the night. It's definitely not in great. Look at the clearance there. That is ridiculous. I think it's just not pitched greatly, but it'll do for the night. It'll do. It's not going to be that cold. Right, it is absolutely freezing now, but the tent's up good enough for me. I'll survive the night. Look at that though. Absolutely amazing. Cloud is just beautiful, isn't it? So this is another new purchase I've got. It's literally a dirt cheap foam mat. It's like reflective and got a bit of foam in it. I think it were by a brand called Highlander. It was like 11 quid, so I thought I might as well take a punt on it. And actually, as soon as I get on it, I can feel it's not as cold as just sat on the tent floor. So it's just like that extra layer of insulation. Obviously, if my sleeping pad popped or whatever, it just gives me that extra bit of protection, and it just gives you a little bit of warmth. And also, you can just bang it down straight away before you even put up your sleeping pad. So it's just like a nice little addition, really. It literally weighs about 100 grams, so all you need to do is just find somewhere to put it. You can even strap it on outside of your bag if you want. It's definitely a bit windy tonight, which isn't helping as the tent isn't set up the best because of the rocks in the floor. I think it was forecast to be about 20-25 mile an hour winds with gusts up to about 30 or just over 30 mile an hour. So hopefully the tent's alright. I think it will be just. So it's a really nice sunset, but it is absolutely freezing. That wind is cold. Really is. It's pretty strong as well. Look at that though. Just amazing, isn't it? Absolutely beautiful. So it's about 5 o'clock now. As you can see, still a bit of orangeness in the sky. First couple of stars starting to come out. I think I'm going to read for a bit and then I'll get some food on in a bit. This is going to be my reading for the night. I've already read quite a lot of it, to be fair, when I went to Poland. Pretty interesting. It's just like loads of stories from Ross Kemp's life. And he's done some pretty interesting stuff, so it should be a good read. Honestly, it's amazing how long the orangeness stays in the sky. Like, it's been well over an hour since the sun set and it's still orange. Right, so it's 6:15 now. I think that's a pretty reasonable time to have my tea. At the moment it's not that windy, but every now and then there keeps being some pretty strong gusts. I'm pretty chilly, honestly. The wind chill is real. Like, when I camped in -4 degrees, it kind of felt like similar temperature to this, and this is like 2 degrees but with like 20 mile an hour winds, so the wind chill definitely does make a huge difference. Just got out to go for a wee and look at that moon. It's like a weird yellow kind of like orange colour. Absolutely amazing. I do too much water, then I do too much couscous, and I just end up with so much couscous. And some tin foil over that just to keep it hot. Right, now we leave that. Hopefully it don't come out too lumpy because I haven't used enough couscous. Oh my god, the pan is not big enough for all that. I don't know why that looked so small, and I thought, oh, it'll be fine in here. I'll plan on doing it all in this pan, but right, we will make do with it. Oh, I should have got my knife and fork out, really. That's the worst thing. I can never remember where anything is. I don't even know where I've put my knife and fork, to be honest. Why would I not put the knife and fork in the bag where everything else is? Oh, come on, where have I put them? In this bag? I don't think they'd be in this bag, but you just never know, do you? Are they in there? Oh, they're in there. I need to get a bit better at organisation, honestly. Like, this is my bag for like electrical stuff, but then I've also got coffees in here, and then I've got my toothbrush and stuff, so a bit of a mismatch, really. You get stirring because some of this sweet corn is going to be burnt on the bottom. But that's the chicken that I've got, if you can see it. Just a fajita chicken. Should be quite nice, hopefully. Hoisin and garlic. I'm not sure how the fajita's going to go with that, but like, I googled it and someone said it might be alright, so
That's good enough for me. I just checked the couscous and it looks like I've put way too much water in. It's annoying because I ain't got that much water and I'm just wasting it unnecessarily. I do it every single time with it. Let's give this a little taste test. There's a pretty strong smell. There we go. That's not too bad actually. It's going to be even nicer when it's warmed up. That was really nice actually. It was £3 though. And I'm like, bloody hell, that's quite expensive, but I'm glad I splashed out now. It's not too bad at all. I reckon this is nearly done. I mean, it's only sweet corn at the end of the day and it's not going to kill me. Let's see how the couscous is looking, because it didn't look too healthy. Oh no, I put way too much water in it. Right, I'm going to have to try just drain it out a little bit. I know you can't see what's going on, but I tried to drain it without getting all the couscous on the floor. Looks a bit more like couscous. It's still a bit watery, but hopefully it'll soak all that up. Honestly, this dish is going to be full. Bit of grass on the side of my pan there, I don't really want that in. Extra bit of garnishing. Yeah, I should have brought some, oh my god, I've just picked up a floor and it's literally got grass all over it. That's wild camping for you, isn't it? Find out how to open it. Right, let's take that off there while we work out that. Right. I've got a plan. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to wash that. This is the problem though, my couscous is gonna be freezing cold by the time I finish doing all this. Let's give it a taste. I love it so much, I really do. Oh yeah. Probably a bit too much sauce. But then again, when it gets in with the couscous, it's going to be fine, isn't it? Honestly, this chicken has gone so tender now it's being cooked. It's almost like pulled chicken. It looks absolutely amazing. Let's give this a taste. That is so good. Look at that. To me, that just looks amazing. I don't know to you what it does. That is really nice. I'm going to get some wraps, bang in some wraps and enjoy this. Honestly, that food was delicious. It was just a shame that I did put a bit too much water in the couscous, so at the very bottom of it, it was a bit watery, which wasn't the best, but other than that, really nice. So I'm probably just going to chill for a bit now, watch some YouTube videos, look at the stars and just relax. Tell you what, it's a bloody windy one tonight. We're on like 20 to 10, so I'll probably try to get to sleep soon. But yeah, that's how we're looking right now. It's just this side, it's just like so flappy because it's not up very well. I think it's maybe because I peg like this bit that goes over the top, the outer, also with the inner, instead of pulling the outer like further back, and then it just kind of causes issues down here. I should probably just stop being lazy, to be honest. Right, so maybe it's just a silly idea, but it is blowing a gale and I definitely won't get any sleep when that door was flapping around. So what I've done is I've moved all my stuff up to this side where it's not quite flapping as loud, and then this side I'm just going to have fully open. Obviously I'm going to shut up the inner, and there we go, zipped in for the night. I'm trying to use my sleeping bag to actually, I'll zip up this one as well, so it's just going to flap about like mad. But yeah, I'm trying to use my sleeping bag more like a quilt today and see if that works. Obviously it won't keep me quite as warm as it would if I fully zipped in it, but I feel warm enough at the moment, to be fair. Also, another thing is, I didn't bring enough water. I should have definitely filled up on my way to Grisdale town, but I just didn't think of that in the moment. If I really needed water, I could go get some snow and compact it down and boil it, but that sounds like too much effort, so I've probably got like 150, 200 millilitres left. So I'm not going to have a hot chocolate or anything, which doesn't really bother me too much because it's not that cold really now I'm in my tent. And then tomorrow I'll just wake up, get off, and just get back down. It's like 2 miles and I've got some water and car, so I'll have to make it last. But it's about 10 o'clock now, so I might as well try to get to bed, see if I can get some sleep. And hopefully the next time I see you will be in the morning, unless I get woken up by some crazy wind or something in the night, but we'll see. Anyway, I'll catch you all in the morning. Good night. So it's like just before 7 now, and I'm up. If you can't tell, it is still very windy. Honestly, it's been blowing a gale all night. I don't know if it's even slightly stronger this morning. It's crazy. I didn't end up getting to sleep till like midnight, so I probably had like 6.5 hours sleep, but I probably woke up like every hour within that. Honestly, it is blowing like mad. How much the tent is shaking. Right, so as you can see, the sun is slowly coming up. I think I'm going to have a slight change of plan, just 'cause it's so windy and I can't get back to sleep at all, and it's going to be a good little bit of time before the sun comes up. I think I'm going to pack my tent fully away and then maybe just head up to there and see if I can catch the sunrise from there. It is looking absolutely beautiful over there.
I just don't know if I'm going to make it in time before the sun comes properly up. Right, let's get going. That was a pain to pack up in that wind. Try not to let anything blow away, but I managed to do it. I think I didn't see anything blow away, so hopefully I didn't lose anything. That's where we're camping, obviously leave no trace. So I'm just going to head up to this peak here. Should only take about 10-15 minutes. That you can see a bit of cloud down in the valleys there, it's lovely. So I've powered my way up here, and I've ended up going all the way up to Helvellyn in end. The sun looks like it's kind of behind it, although I don't know if it's already up or not, I can't tell. This is definitely further up than I remember. I am sweating like mad. There we have it, the summit of Helvellyn. The sun's not even up yet, I don't think, unless it's just hiding around there. There we go. Look at Helvellyn again. Second time in 24 hours. Let's go over here. I need to be careful here, the wind is like trying to blow me down there. There we go, moon's still out. Helvellyn summit. It's so windy. Down to Catsycam. It's riding edge down there. Right, I'm going to see if I can get a seat down here. Wait for the sun to come up. Tell you what, it is bloody freezing in that wind. I can't wait to get down and get some warmth. Hopefully the tyre's not flat. I had a good chat up there with like 3 or 4 guys. We're just all here, all from different places. One from Liverpool, one from London, one from Sheffield, and like just really interesting. That's the thing that's good about walking. You just meet loads of nice people. We all sat there for like half an hour having a chat, watching the sunrise. That's what it's all about. But honestly, I cannot wait to get down and warm up. I am so cold. Honestly, them winds up there were brutal. My hands are so cold. As soon as I got out of the windbreak, which I sat at on the top of Helvellyn, absolutely frozen. But now I've got moving, started to warm up again. Had a little bit of a jog down just to get a bit of heat into me. And now I've just got this very steep path that's going to take me down to where I'm parked, which I think actually has just come into view. I'm pretty sure it's in the very distance down there. I'll tell you what, it is steep coming down here. Coming down like this, like just constant descent, especially when it's like steps and stones, it just does my knees in. I wish sometimes that I were carrying a parachute so I could just run and jump off the top. Honestly, it feels like this downhill's never going to end. Still got to get all the way down there. But when I look back up, I've come a fair way. It's just I don't really like paths like this, which is constant downhill. Either way though, mountains over there are just looking beautiful with the morning sun on them. These steps really are reminding me of Ben Moore. As much as I'm complaining about going down them, I'm glad I'm not going up them, because it is just relentless the whole way up. It's just steep all the way from the bottom straight to the top. Like that is a killer going up this way. Nearly back to the car. It's just down there. But it looks like there's a pretty nice waterfall here, so let's go have a quick look at that. That's unfortunate, you can't really see it that well. The best part of it's like nestled up in the little ravine, so you can't really get there because it's all fenced off. Either way though, still pretty nice, isn't it? Oh, feels good to be pretty much back down now. My knees are like shaking nearly because I've come down there at a fair pace. But I might as well finish off the video there. It's been a really good day camping, really good conditions yesterday. Nice weather today, just a bit too windy for my liking. If you did enjoy the video, don't forget to leave a like and drop a sub, and if you want to watch another one of my videos, click the screen now.